Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Miracle Network's Wednesday meditation gathering. I'm so glad you're all here to share this time together. This week, we have Sandy Snelling, who will lead us in meditation, and then we have 20 minutes of silence. After that, we open it up for sharing, and we end at 10:45. Over to you, Sandy. What are you doing? Sandy, take yourself off mute.
That's a good start, isn't it? I
Yeah.
thought I had. Hey, get that over and done with. Right, lovely to see you all. So our focus today is on extending love. And the reason that we wanted to do this is because so often recently I've been overhearing conversations or being a part of conversations where people are talking about their partner or their spouse or their friend or their work colleague or even just somebody on the street or a shop assistant, and saying that they want them to change. And you know, that if they change their behavior, everything will be all right. If so-and-so did this, they'd be all right. And it just made me a bit sad that we all go into that position at times. And it just made me a bit sad that we are actually forgetting to focus on what we truly are and what they truly are. So the Course teaches us that we're a part of God, and therefore, as God is love, so are we. And in the text in chapter 7, the gifts of the kingdom, it explains that to create is love. Love extends outwards simply because it cannot be contained. Being limitless, it does not stop. So since doing the course, I've come to realize that no amount of changing someone or trying to change a situation on the outside is going to work. It's only by changing our thoughts that we change what can occur. So it's like the quote from Rumi where he said, "Yesterday I was clever. I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise. So I'm changing myself." So it's often people forget, or perhaps they're not even aware, that everything that we see in this world is an illusion, and it comes from our projections of our thoughts when we're not in our right mind. And in the same chapter of the text, we're told that without any projection, there would be no anger. There wouldn't be any of these grievances that we have. So, but also it tells us it is true that without extension, there can be no love. To the Holy Spirit, this is a fundamental law of sharing by which we give what we value in order to keep it in our mind. So we need to remember to focus on that part of the person that is always in constant connection with their God self. To remember that perfect, holy child of God that they really are. Yeah, yes, we may need to do some work our end on forgiving and being aware of what the gift is in this person is bringing into our awareness by being in our life, no matter how short or long, and any other amount of work we might need to do. But the basic fundamental level, we need to stop seeing them as our enemy and start seeing them as the true person that they are of God, to see them in that light and to hold it for them until they can remember it themselves. So we just need to keep just extending love. We need to love everyone equally, and we're told that within the course, that we all need to be going home together, that no one must be left out. On a human level, this isn't always easy, is it? I know we all can struggle. Sometimes there's always somebody who's going to push our buttons. But with practice, and especially with the help from Jesus and Holy Spirit and the Course in Miracles lessons, some of that resistance will begin to wane so that we can begin to start loving everyone. So our function is to extend love, for love is what we are. And it's in our joining that love is extended. In a few minutes, I'll be leading you into meditation. I'll be guiding you in. But I just want us to focus a little bit on the feeling that we want to bring into this meditation. I want it to feel a bit like the Indian greeting, Namaste, where they're saying, "The light in me honours the light in you." I want it to feel a bit like the metta blessings of loving kindness. And that's, they say, may all beings dwell in the heart. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be healed. May all beings know their wholeness, and may all beings be happy and at peace. So I want us to bring all those sorts of feelings of that love and acceptance into our meditation today as we let this radiate outwards. Okay, so we'll begin to get ourselves settled, and I'll lead you in. So just become aware of what you're sitting on, whether that's a chair, a cushion, the floor. Make yourself comfortable, because if you're not, you'll know it. And just be aware that this is going to support you and keep holding you throughout the whole meditation. And if you're comfortable, perhaps close your eyes or soften your gaze. And then we're just going to take a few deep breaths together to just bring us into this present moment. Some of us will be rushing to get here this morning. So we'll just take a nice deep breath in. And we'll slowly let that go. Take another nice deep breath in. And gently let it out. Take another nice deep breath in. And gently let it go. And I just want you to just let your breaths return to its normal level. And then bring your awareness to your heart center. And feel that love that's radiating in your heart. Maybe you see it as light, or maybe you feel it as warmth, or maybe it's something else. Whatever it is perfectly fine just the way it is. Just feeling that love that's there right in the center of your being, your true essence. And slowly let that light now just expand into the rest of your body. Just expanding that love of God, the essence of who you are. Let it fill every part of your being, and especially the bits that might be a bit achy or painful or just not feeling quite right. Nothing must be left out. All is welcome in love. Let it nurture and caress your whole being. Now that love slowly expands and radiate out further from your heart, radiating out from the front, the back, above and below, and on all sides. Let this reach and caress all the people in your household and everyone on this call, loving and accepting everyone. Seeing that spark of light in them, no matter how small. Let that love join with them. Now keep that love expanding outwards to include your town and your country, leaving nothing out. Know that everyone and everything is very holy. Everything is welcome in love. And then see your light expanding to encompass the whole world, letting the joy and the peace of your love and light permeate everywhere. Expanding further still into the universe. All of creation is included. Just letting that love expand simply because it cannot be contained. And as you feel that love flowing outwards from you, also feel it coming back to you, flowing right back to you. This never-ending love. Just resting now in that love of God. And if your mind does wander, that's okay. Just smile and gently bring it back to resting in this love of God, in this flow backwards and forwards, of the essence of the love of God that we are. Rest in the love of God.
open your eyes slowly and come back into the room. We have 14 minutes left for sharing. If you'd like to speak, raise your hand or use the reactions button at the bottom of the screen, and I'll invite you to take yourself off of mute. And if you'd like to say something with confidentiality, put your message in the chat function at the bottom of the screen, and I'll read it out. Seems like we've lost Sandy. So, Catherine, would you like to share? You're on mute.
I was sharing to Sandy, so I'll just share anyway. Yeah. I found I've been working a lot with All Is Welcome. So it was very beautiful to have that come back at me from the world. I love that when that happens, is she back? No. When one meditates on something or affirms something and it comes back. So all is welcome. And she said, all is welcome in love, and invited us to extend. And I could really feel the part of my body that's not comfortable that I hadn't previously been including. So that was lovely. And I was going to ask if we could have, if Sandy could give us a short bio that we get if it's someone who's not one of us, just to maybe tell us, when she started the course or what it means to her. Yeah, thank you.
Let's come back. So you'll have to repeat that, Catherine.
Hi, Sandy.
Hi, sorry, my computer just died.
Oh.
Never mind, we're fine. We've solved it.
I've just shared to you, although you weren't here, so maybe watch the replay. But one thing I was asking is, could we have and I was saying thank you. It was beautiful, really beautiful meditation. All is welcome in love stayed with me. And I was asking, could we have a short bio? Because we get one if it's someone we don't know, and we don't get one if it's someone we do know. So I don't know, like what the course means to you, or when you started it, or anything really. Just a few sentences.
Yeah. I've been doing the course a while now. But mainly really concentrating last 3 years. So I'm doing the Miracle Network, and the Everyday Miracles has really helped me to go much deeper with it. So,
Well, Everyday Miracle with the Holdens.
Yes,
I did that as well.
Yeah. But I, like most people, I had the book for years before I actually picked it up. You pick it up, look at it, put it back on the shelf. So it took a while to sink in. But my background is in therapy and art and things like that. So,
thank you.
Who'd like to share? Norman, take yourself off mute.
I would just like to say, brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Who'd like to share? I'd just like to say thank you, Sandy. It's a beautiful way to start the day. Just feel centered in love. I'm just ready to give out love and get it back again. It's such a beautiful way to go into the day, and I appreciate the way that you set up the meditation. So I felt very relaxed. So thank you.
I based it loosely on one of the lessons, but for the life of me, I cannot find the lesson where we're meant to sort of, with our enemies, start to send out that love. So just expanded on that.
Who'd like to share? Celia, take yourself off mute.
Thank you, Sandy. It was amazing. It took me to a very deep place. And it reminded me that because we are love, we're radiating all the time, whether we remember it or not. And so to be reminded and to be given encouragement to broadcast that love, I found very deeply moving for me. And I was interested to find that there was a bit of resistance cropped up. And I recognized that that was ego trying to muscle in to do the doing of the radiating. But of course, I am love, so it happens. It's not something that gets done. It just is. So I've really benefited. Thank you. That was lovely.
You're welcome. And this is it. It is. We're just bringing our awareness to what we are, and it like you were saying, Celia, we are radiating that all the time, and every now and again the ego will interfere with the wavelength a little bit when it wants to jostle in, but it can't change the channel. It's not able to do that, because love it cannot be changed. It is changeless, it is limited, it's limitless, and it just keeps on wanting to expand. And I love that, when we become aware of that, we also feel that love deeply in ourselves. It's lovely. Thank you.
Celia, come back.
Can I just also say, it's just so lovely to have a community like this in which to practice this sort of thing, because being here in the oneness of us is greatly support. I mean, it's just it adds so hugely to what I feel I'm plugging away on my own. I'm so grateful. So thank you.
Well, Jesus says, doesn't he, when when two or more of us gather, that love really does come in even more. So we just enhance that, don't we, as we come together. It's beautiful.
Dennis, would you like to share?
Thank you, Sandy, for that beautiful presentation and reminding us of the most powerful force in the universe. And at the end of the day, there is only love. There is nothing else. Thank you.
Thank you.
Linda, take yourself off mute.
Yes, thank you so much, Sandy. My lesson for yesterday: God is my Father and he loves his Son. And today it's God is my Father and his Son loves him. And yes, love is in the air. There's so many songs pertaining to love. And there was a tribute to Burt Bacharach the other night. It was quite late. I sat and watched it. And when they had What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love, I had tears just coming down my face. I can feel it now. And so sending love to all the world, every living being, whatever the form. And then I say to all the universes, the galaxies, and anything else we don't know about. So love is, and It was a lovely, lovely presentation today. Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Who'd like to share? Mercy, take yourself off mute.
I want to say thank you because I don't know what happened with me. Every time I stay in this group or with people speaking English, is not my natural language, but I don't know what's happening really. I feel so much deep. Today I coming late. I just open. When Sandy starts to explain, I try to be relaxed and all the words it's coming inside and I start to cry and to cry and to cry. Then, I don't know, I only can give so much thanks for to come be here and sure I catch the full love vibration of all these people it's giving ones to others. Then thanks so much and God bless you.
Yeah.
God bless you, Mercia. It's the love is a universal language, isn't it? And the vibration of it is so powerful that, you know, it's going to move so much in you, which is just beautiful. So just enjoy it and sit with it, even if it's sometimes sad, you know, whatever emotions, just sit with it. It will filter through, and just ask Jesus or Holy Spirit to help you with it. Enjoy it. Thank you.
Blessing.
Who'd like to share? Teresa, take yourself off mute.
Sorry, Jim, I got there 2 seconds. I'll be very quick.
Slow
Sandy,
down, take your time.
Sandy, thank you so much. That was beautiful. And it was so synchronistic. Somebody said that earlier on with in my meditation this morning, I thought I really love a film that has a happy ending. I'm not so keen on films that don't have happy endings. And then it's very, I could judge it, but I won't. But today, and I rest in the love of God, and I just thought, well, this is what we're doing. We're holding Jesus' hand, and Jesus is walking us in our right minds. We're going home to God together, and it is a happy ending to the ego. Not for the ego, but for ourselves. So thank you.
Thank you.
Jim, would you like to share?
Yes, thanks, Dan. I'd like to also thank Sandy for a lovely meditation. It followed on so well from the meditation I was working with yesterday. I think I must be a day or two behind with my lessons, because the lesson I was looking at yesterday was God is the love in which I forgive. So it's probably, say, a bit out. But anyway, it was a very good meditation because it reminded me, especially when you said the universe, you included the universe in this love. And I think, well, this is just mind-boggling, the idea that, you know, I can embrace the whole universe when there are people on Earth I have difficulty with. But what it does show is it's totally limitless. There is no limit to this love. I think that's the important thing, not to get tied up with things about, well, how can I love the universe? I don't know anybody in the universe apart from Earth. Instead of getting tied up with that nonsense, just to realize it is totally unlimited. And I saw this yesterday working with that lesson, because I was out and about, and anytime there's any irritation coming up with anybody I saw, I could immediately bring this lesson to mind. God is the love in which I forgive. And it just zapped it, you know, it just zapped this judgment. And so it was a lovely follow-on from that. So thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And this is it. Love is indiscriminate, isn't it? You know, it's everything is welcome in love. You know, even the bits of us that we don't like, or the people that we don't like, or something that's going on in the world, everything is welcome in love. And and that's what will dissolve it, won't it? So beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sandy, for a beautiful meditation. And as Celia said, thank you for all being here. It's a wonderful community we have. We all go home together. Love you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
Blessings,
Thank you, everyone. Bye.